What's up, Dice Crew? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now, look, we got 600 speaking on how he feel about Spider Loc. You know, Spider Loc and 600 is pretty much at odds. You know, it might not be a big old thing, but you know, on this content playing field, they loyalty definitely go in two different directions. You feel me? And I did watch this clip where Spider Loc was like, you know, pretty much like throwing jabs and shots at 600 based upon the company he keep. You feel me? But we got 600 responding, and I'm going to do a reaction. I'm going to keep it a Benji for y'all during my reaction. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. Shout out to the Dice Crew. Let's rock.
Okay. Spider. I watched the video. Initially, you know, you saying, I said the word please. You get on the phone?
Now, if you don't know what he talking about, Spider Loc said that he was on the phone with 600, and 600 was pretty much like begging Spider Loc to get on the phone with Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon is the dude who went up there with Wack 100 up there at No Jumper and pretty much said a whole lot of stuff pertaining to Big U.
Let's not get it misconstrued, okay? I asked you as a favor to me to talk to Loose Cannon because he really wanted to get on the phone with you. And, you know, we do each other favors time to time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I rarely ever use my favors with anybody. But I believe he really wanted to holler at you about something. So I said, hey, as a favor to me, you know what I'm saying? I got him on the line. Do that for me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, for sure, patch him in. Bam. I'm like, as soon as you clicked that, I'm like, hey, listen, we don't keep it respectful. Even though it wasn't no disrespect before the connection, I just kind of feel like I knew why the call was made. But whatever. Cool. He get to saying when he met you, or you saying when he did met you, whatever. End of the conversation was like, hey, man, yeah, when I beat you up or when I see you or something like that, fight you. That was the end of the conversation. Point is this. You making it seem like I'm begging you because I want.
And let me give y'all a little bit more background to that. Spider Loc was pretty much saying that Loose Cannon said that he met Spider Loc like 20 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, or something like that. And I think he also said he like beat Spider Loc up or something like that, or he was gonna beat Spider Loc up, something like that. But y'all could definitely go hear it for yourself over there at Spider Loc channel.
You to speak to him. I don't get nothing if you speak to him or if you don't speak to him. He wanted to holler at you, so I was just doing him a favor, you know what I'm saying, by getting you on the phone. Now, in the midst of your video, you saying, keep out or pay attention to the company I keep or something, I'll be standing on integrity. Listen, bro, Wack 100 ain't never told him nobody, bro. He ain't on nobody paperwork. Fact.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Do I agree with everything that Wack 100 do? No, but I probably don't agree with what anybody else do for the whole 100%. You know what I mean? That's why over here at Keep It a Benji, we give people their flowers and we give people their showers. And we gonna give them their flowers, you know, we gonna give them their pat on the back, they applaud, give them the, you know, they flowers. And if they doing some things that we disagree with, we definitely gonna bring them their showers. And that's gonna be raining on their parade. You feel me? But when it come to Wack 100, I feel like so many people be calling him a rat and calling him a snitch or whatever they be calling him. I be like, one of y'all should take the time out to get on y'all platform and just break down the paperwork with Wack 100 being a rat. You know what I mean? Or, you know, interview somebody who got some type of good inner information that can be validated, you know, or pull up something, interrogation video, police body cam, or something, you know. Like, yeah, I can see that it looks funny when a person like Wack 100 ties itself to people like 6ix9ine, you know, Troy Ave, and you know he defends Kodak Black when he messes with 6ix9ine. So I can get people trying to be in a having a disagreement with some of those actions, but those things ain't necessarily saying that Wack 100 is a rap. But I be like, man, so many of y'all be calling him a rat. I'm like, why don't nobody take the time out to really break that down?
Loose cannon, same thing. He ain't on nobody paperwork. So, I stand on what I stand on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never told, and I don't mess with none who did. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's what we're talking about, it's people that you speak highly of, and they've told multiple occasions. Let's be specific. You always speak on Big U, right?
And I ain't gonna lie, on that new podcast that Munchie B and Spider Low got, on that intro, Munchie B definitely gave a shout out to a person who was sympathizing with a rat. You know what I mean? Now, if you in these streets and you know that name that he dropped in that song or whatever the case may be, then you pretty much know that, that dude was a sympathizer with some snitching at a moment in time. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, for that to be like your intro to your whole new podcast, maybe you should get back in the streets or do your due diligence to know what all you be putting out there. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, when you talking about the company you keep and you trying to call another person out, you got to make sure your plate is clean as well.
He's a rat. These are facts. He's on paperwork. He worked for the LAPD. And you and I both know, just on some neighborhood fingers type thing, right? If you hanging with a rat, you harboring a rat, you just as guilty. Now, for some reason, all these people seem to be mad at me because I know how to read the rules and I remember the rules. I didn't make up these rules. I just read them out to the people who break them. You know what I'm saying? So why is everybody mad at me because I know how to read and I remember the rules? I didn't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? The rules are you can't hang with a rat, you can't protect a rat.
And I ain't gonna lie, for people like Spider Loke and them to go so hard on people like 600 for just being associated with Wack 100 or going big on Wack 100 without having like so many proof about him being a so-called snitch, it's like y'all do not be having no type of energy for Big U. And that speaks in volumes. Now, me personally, I didn't read no paperwork. I don't know if Big U told on these things. But at least if you're going to call 600 out for the company he keep, you should definitely call Big U out on the company he keep. Because, he shouldn't be hanging with Gunna and he shouldn't be defending Gunna and he shouldn't be saying that Gunna didn't do anything wrong. And he also shouldn't be so cool with Cowboy. That's just me. If we running this type of pattern, if we running this type of path of calling people out for snitching or associating with snitches or associating with people that's deemed the wrong type of company, you got to keep it a Benji. But it shows that maybe it's just some real inner animosity for people like Wack and 600, because people ain't just calling people out for all they other shenanigans.
Dude has a full career of that. You steady vouching for him. All right? So, if we're talking about company, vouching for is just as good as being in their presence. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not really like a too harsh of a video, but I got to hold my ground and defend my honor and my people that you speaking on, saying that they ain't got integrity and they're not, you know what I'm saying, of our standards. Them dudes did their thing in the streets and made it out the streets without telling. So, I don't understand why I got to watch the company I keep. They ain't told.
And one thing I also don't understand is like 600, Loose Cannon, Spider Lope, they all are a part of the same type of tree in a certain way. You know what I mean? And it's like, you don't even got to get on this internet and get to dissing people and coming up with disrespectful names and offending people on this internet when y'all can pull up and squabble. Like, I feel like Spider Low should just be like, all right, you said this, you feel that way, whatever. Let's get the squabble out the way so we can keep it crip. Let's keep it street. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it hood. Let's keep it whatever you calling yourself keeping it. But just to get on your platform and create these weird names to disrespect people, and it's like too interneted out, you know what I mean? Because everybody is watching, man. Ain't nobody looking at nobody calling themselves some type of crip guy or some type of Don Moore, and they just got a lot of stuff to say about certain people that's in the streets as well, and they don't want to get down about it. Like, come on, man, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. If not, just stick to just content reacting and speaking on these content creators and these podcast dudes and these music dudes and sports and stuff like that. Because if you speaking on people in these streets, you should be getting at them in the streets as well.
I also asked you what you think about Big U telling, executing a personal people's arrest. You know what you told me? Oh, I'm out of it. That's 6 business. No. And what
Now, you know, that's kind of funny because how would you figure your, like, and again, I didn't hear Spider Loc say that, so I don't know if he said that or not. But if he did say that, it's like you can't use that as an excuse because you be in everybody's business. You know, you not from Wack 100 hood. You know what I'm saying? You're not a Pyru. You're not from Pacoima. You know what I'm saying? You're not from 2Ps in the B or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you be in his business. So if you got the heart to speak on him, have that same heart and that same energy for anybody else.
tell you, I said, nah, bro, that's a cop out. You don't get out of that. Because if that's what you're saying is true, then you can't speak on nobody else. You know what I'm saying? This is the street's responsibility, no matter where you from. So you can't say that's 6 business. You know what I'm saying? He's a rat, bro. So we want to know.
And I do agree with that. Like, that's why the streets is so in shams, and that's why it's more PC yards than GP, because everybody trying to exclude themselves from something when it's like they really should be standing on business. You know, we all belong to something. If we all a part of this street and we on some street stuff, then we need to be holding everybody accountable so the streets can just be more of a, you know, honorable, more of a safer place when it comes to the things that we all want to participate in. If one person say, oh, that ain't my business, but he could still be a foul dude, then you just leaving room for the next person to fall victim to that foul motherfucker. So we got to keep it a Benji.
Your opinion on that. You know what I'm saying? After all the stuff that's out, we want to know your opinion on Big U. Are you a Big U sympathizer?